Yo, we're back. Didn't take a trade today, right? But we got some good price action. Had this buy set up marked out on EU, but I didn't get lower time frame. Basically, we just didn't retrace enough for me to enter. But yeah, we'll go through it. For DXY, I was bearish and bullish for EU and GU, but EU was the pair I was looking at. So we took out. We didn't take out shit. Let's have a look. So we're in this price range on the 4 hour. We tap equilibrium. I think what I've marked out there, that's a hourly high I'd marked out, but we react off equilibrium. Disrespect that gap. Obviously that's not in line with my bias, but doesn't matter. And then vice versa for EU. So on EU we sweep out yesterday's New York AM session lows. We also closed through Asia session lows as well. Trade close to equilibrium. Scale to the 5. Right. Now I'm waiting for a breaker structure. We get the breaker structure here on this candle. I'll mark it out real quick. So we get the breaker structure, right? But I'm waiting for like a significant retrace using my fib tool. So every 5 minute swing high and swing low that gets made, I just keep following up, waiting for some sort of retrace, and we do not get it. Yeah, pretty much. I think the closest we got was the tap of the 0.5 at some point. But we do respect these 5 minute gaps here, but I didn't like, that was not how I was trying to enter. I'm trying to enter on a deeper retrace like I have been doing, or like I've been marking out. Like I could mark that out like that, but that just does not sit right with me. It's not even the range, it's like in the middle. From this swing high to this swing low, we tap the 0.5, respect the 5 minute gaps inside, but that's not how I draw out fib. I'll do it from the bottom to the top. But yeah, we take out London highs, Asia highs. I think that might be like previous day highs. Valid. DXY correlated perfectly. On DXY we get close to the 0.5, but we don't quite tap it. Break 5 minute structure. We break 5 minute structure. On this candle. And we respect this 5 minute gap. To be honest, on DXY, that's actually a good setup. That probably, if that would have printed like that on EU, I think it did, but just not as tight. So like the breaker structure came here, prints the imbalance, taps it, and then we push down. Feeling like maybe I should have took that. That kind of is, because I can on lower time frames, and I'm looking for an entry after a 5 minute breaker structure. I'm looking for a 5 minute gap to get tapped into and then respected or retrace into the fib levels that I have marked out. So we get the 5 minute break here. Print the 5 minute gap, we tap and respect. Let's have a look on the 1 minute how it looks. I had this marked out since 10 AM, like as this was playing out. So for the whole move of the day, it just, the trade idea played out valid. I'm kind of thinking, shit, maybe maybe that was actually a valid entry for me. But I think I was more waiting and wanting a deeper retrace into fib, because you can sort of switch between the two. Not all the time you'll get a 5-minute gap printed. Sometimes you'll just get retrace, like if those gaps had all been wick filled, and then price would retrace into the fib level. It's still valid as long as everything else, your sweep on liquidity, your bias, and the XY is also correlating, and it's still valid. Which it was, like, kind of. Let's have a look. If I draw a fib, what does it look like if I draw from the bottom to here? So even then, it's yeah. So if we get a 5-minute break and then a gap respected after, like this, I probably should have entered this trade. But at the time I had fib marked out, and so I just sort of waited for that. I wasn't actually taking too much notice of the 5-minute gaps being printed, but it was a long trade. Like, if I would have entered from this candle and had TPs at London highs, wow, nearly 5 hours. That was a choppy trade, to be honest. So I'm not too bothered. It's just more confidence that my trade ideas are actually playing out. So